How's it going, guys? JC here, and today we have a match against, I'd say, Galio. It's not likely he'll go mid or the Akali will go top. I'm gonna say Galio, I'm pretty sure of that. So, match against Galio, op.gg, runes and mastery should be up on the screen right about now. I'd say, against Galio, level 1, he's gonna start Q. I'm pretty sure he's gonna start Q. If he starts the other abilities, it wouldn't make much sense. So, in that regard, we should be able to beat him level 1 and all in him. After that, he is really good in lane because he can lock you down if a jungler comes and ganks. That is the only way he's going to thrive. Oh, that's really unfortunate I didn't get that CS. That's a lot of Fury wasted. Because it's 10 Fury per CS that you get. So we're gonna spin out of that and get some good chunk. There we go, nice. We didn't get tower hit either, that's really good. Wait, the chat says GG, what's going on? So yeah, level 1 you do beat Galio. I don't know about later levels, but we're not going to wait to find out. We're going to hit level 2 and just all in him. So after this minion dies, one more minion, and we'll be able to all in him. Oh, what? He hit level 2 before us? But we were shoving. That doesn't make sense. Okay, that's unfortunate. Maybe his Qs were actually killing our minions so that he actually hit level 2 before us even though I was pushing. That's very weird. Well, I guess that means 7 minions died from our side. So he did go taunt second, meaning he has that charge up thing, which he'll get level 3. We could go in off of this next minion CS. Or these two next minion CSs. Oh wow, we're so slowed. A bit too far for us to... I think we'll dive him. Even if we die here, it's worth it. Oh, what the... Jesus, Marge, what the fuck? Whoa! What? What happened there? Did I get knocked up there? That was my bad then, I guess. I'm coming. Okay, well, because we botched up that dive, we're going to have to play a little safer. Like, he is really far ahead now. He's level 4. Luckily, the Graves was invading and we managed to pick that up, so that was really bad timing on the Graves part. You should have known that I died and we're both coming back to lane. You should look at the Galio as well. But yeah, it's good that we got a kill. So it's sort of like got us back a little more gold, but we're really behind in the lane, so we're going to wait for a little bit of item scaling before we do anything crazy. But that would have been so huge if that dive was successful, but I just misplayed the dive, so I don't really know what Galio does exactly, so we're going to find out anyway. But I think what happened was when I autoed him, he used his E to stun me, and then he went downwards, and I guess I did a really like retarded flash, so that's completely on me. Yeah, that's what he did right there. But from what I can tell, Galio is actually like super tanky in lane. So I guess that's gonna happen very soon. So just have to be careful right now. Or unless he does that and takes a tower hit. Well, I'm like super slow. That's like what, 99% slow or something? One more hit. There we go. Oh, we got him. Yeah, I said I have to play careful, but if he was going to take tower hits and, you know, do that kind of stuff, then it's a free kill. And also, I had my potion running the whole time, so it was fairly safe. Fairly safe of it. He was also out of mana, so that's another thing to note. But yeah, early on, the blue buff virtually does nothing for us. I mean, the 10% CDR is nice, but you barely feel it in lane. It might just shave off 1 second off of your spin, which is actually still helpful, don't get me wrong. We're catching back up into the game. I do apologize for that dive. That was cringeworthy, but you know, whatever. The aim is to win the game, and to win the lane, hopefully. Hopefully win the game more than the lane, that is. There is an Inferno Drake up, so that's actually really huge if we can get it. It'll be really, really helpful for like the rest of the game. I'd say that's going to actually, depending on... It's like comparable to a Baron buff, to be honest, if you were to get the Inferno Drake early. Just because it scales so well with items, it scales so well into the game. So level 6, what does he do? He roams. Okay, so I don't want him to shove me in because I don't want him to roam. So with Galio, I believe when he ults, it reduces damage taken of his ally by like 40%. excuse me, something insane like that. And then in a big circle, he'll stun everything when he comes down. So it's sort of like a Pantheon ult, but except instead of a slow from the Pantheon ult, it's like a massive stun knock-up. So he has a Chain Vest, which he had earlier, but he also has a Ruby Crystal now. So Graves is missing, mid is missing. I mean, I could get Dove, but I really don't want him to push out just because I don't want him to just dive my Ahri for free with his ult. Okay, nice. Got the CS. And also, Akali is actually probably one of the toughest matchups against Tryndamere, which I was thinking that I was going to play against her this game, but I'm not. And against Akali, if you want to know, you just need to build some items that are defensive, like PD, Death Stance, and play really careful because she counterpicks you. Like, she's a huge counter. Just do a short trade. He E'd out anyway. I believe that's his E. Either his E or his W. I don't know if they changed the order of his skills around. Okay. I'm gonna go on him when he goes for that CS. Okay, that's fine. I don't think it benefits him for us to trade one auto each. Interesting. Okay, that's fine. He's like diveable very soon if he keeps this up. Hopefully I don't screw up the dive again. That'll be pretty awkward. Also, Graves could be coming top actually. Oh, he went back. Okay. He went back and he teleported. That Yi might need help. He's going upwards? No, he's not. Okay. That's fine then. I guess we won't be going back. Oh, or would we? I ignited the fat Galio. He's so fat. He landed right on top of the Graves, so that I ignited the Galio instead. I was like thinking, the Graves is gonna flash or anything, so I might as well ignite him, and then I don't even have to bother worrying about him because he's gonna die to the ignite. So he body blocked the ignite, which I didn't think was possible. Or at least I misclicked, if anything, but then he did land on top of my misclick, so who knows. That was unfortunate though, if the Graves actually got away. Lucky the Ahri actually responded. So we're going to be able to push this and go back and buy. Always push your lanes in, guys. Because if you leave it slow pushing... Well, actually it was slow pushing towards us, so it was fine in that situation. But if it was slow pushing towards the enemy, you definitely want to push this in so that you don't lose too much CS. Because if it's slow pushing towards him, all of the enemy minions will die, you'll lose out on all that experience and gold, and you'll just be super far behind. In fact, he can even come back to lane and set up a freeze so that you'd be even more screwed, so you always want to push it in. Unless it's slow pushing towards you, then it's okay. And in that case, when you push it in, it slow pushes towards you automatically. Put a ward here, even though I see the Graves. I might as well ping the Graves, he's over there. What's that magic shield? Is that his passive? I actually don't know what his passive does now. But that's actually really huge for him because it blocks my static shiv damage. And I do a lot of static shiv damage, so that's actually a lot of my damage gone because he has that magic shield. I'm gonna go mess with him. Or not. Wait, is he roaming? I think I need to roam because he's gonna dive the Ahri. And that Akali's gonna dive too, so this might be perfect. Alright, should be a kill. There we go, very nice. So, I'm guessing... Oh, what? I'm guessing what happened was that Galio was baiting the Akali to go in because he had ult, or he was nearby. So, I'm guessing that's what happened, and the Akali decided to play more aggressive. And we read that perfectly, so we were able to counter-gank that. Even though the Galio never actually showed up. Hey, do you know this is actually really insane disengage, the taunt? Because you just get slowed by like 90%. So he can literally taunt you and you're like basically rooted. It's the slow is so huge that you're basically rooted, and he just walks away. So it's I feel like it's not a slow, it's a root, even though like technically it's classified as a slow. How tanky is he now? Jesus. Okay. Nah. I don't know, it's a bit risky. I don't know what else he has in store for us, so I'm just going to play it safe and back off, and then if he stays, I'll dive him. But I don't want to repeat what I did earlier with the fail flash and, you know, all that bad stuff, so we can play it safe by just pushing this in, make him lose the wave. No more throws. So him losing this wave is fine, like, it's better than us dying. Like, I'm pretty sure I could have killed him. I'm just not going to risk it because I already screwed up once. Okay, so usual standard build for me is I go Shiv and then I get a pickaxe and then a PD. So I have the attack speed and I have the AD. And lots of crit. So that's just my personal preference, that's what I like. If he builds a lot of armor, I might go for a Last Whisperer because Last Whisperer is not nerfed yet. It's still 45% bonus armor pen, so that's always really nice. The alternative I could have gone for right now was I could have gone for a Black Cleaver, which I think in hindsight right now it's actually the better option. Like I should have went for a Black Cleaver and then a PD. That will be like my variation of the build that I prefer. You guys could go for your own builds because against Galio it really doesn't matter too much. It's just personal preference. So Galio is he's actually here. So we can smack the tower around for a little bit before he gets here. He's gonna lock us down. That's fine. We're gonna just walk away. But yeah, he's a bit too tanky for us right now, so it's kind of annoying. Yeah, I should have went for the Black Cleaver because of how much armor he has. Oh well. We'll get the Black Cleaver eventually. So it's not a big deal. Just means we won't be able to do as much damage to him. So the Akali's 1 and 2. The Ahri's actually not doing great, she's 2 and 2, so it could go either way in mid lane. We have to be more proactive because of the Galio, like we don't want him to just shove us in and freely dive them, so if we can, we want to shove it back as soon as possible. Oh, okay, he missed that one. Okay, that's fine by me. I'm gonna pop a potion and hopefully heal off this next wave. He's completely out of mana as well. Alright. Oh, okay, they're fighting in the jungle. Let's go. Pop a potion. This Galio should be a kill. There we go. That's a kill. And then we should be able to help our team out here. You need to kill the Cockball first.
You asshole.
I might be dead here.
Oh
yeah, I'm dead. There's so much kiting, so many slows. Like I was getting CC'd by the Janna, so I think that's the most I could have done in that given situation. If I didn't chase the Galio, I might have extra flash to do something else, but I felt like I just wanted to kill the Galio, to be honest. He was annoying. I didn't like the way he looked at me, so after that I just couldn't do anything because this is getting locked down with the slows and the Janna. I mean, I could have went for the Akali, but she was really far away. Actually, I couldn't have reached her. There was absolutely no way. My spin was already used, so Kog'Maw and Janna was my best bet. We're gonna get a PD. Yeah, we'll finish the PD and then we'll go for a Last Whisper. And then we'll finish our Eye Edge or Death Stance depending on how strong the enemy is. We're versing an Akali now. This is actually really scary because I'm not itemized for Akali. Like, she has the potential to, with 5 kills, she has the potential to one-shot me under the tower actually. So I have to make sure I pay attention to her passive because when she only has one red glowing thing, she can all-in me. Okay, nice. Nice, the Alistar came at a good time. Holy. But do you see how aggressive she is? Because she knows she can one-shot me. She knows she is broken. And good job, Alistar. Good job. That was a perfect roam. Like, a support that roams is the best support. A support that stays 2v0, like, with their ADC and there's no one else in lane is the bad support. So, If you're a support that finds yourself doing absolutely nothing and just watching your ADC farm against nobody, then you're doing it wrong. And that support is amazing. The Akali would have killed me there, and maybe she would have died for the tower if Alistar wasn't there, for sure. Like, I didn't have ult, and the Akali is completely broken against Tryndamere. Say if I was laning against Akali, right? If I itemized against her, I'll be okay. But if I didn't, then it'll be really rough. Like, for example, if I was laning against her, she'll do that one-shot combo and it'll force me to ult right away. And then what she'll do, she'll sit in the fart cloud. She'll literally fart and then she'll sit in it. And then if you run away, she'll just follow you and then ult to you. If you stay in it, then she'll just wait until your ult comes off, you know, fizzles out, and then she'll just kill you. So in order to beat her, you'd have to get like a PD. You might need to get either tabbies or merc treads, probably tabbies because she does a lot of physical damage as well. And then after that, you get a death stance. And then you'll be able to survive her one shot without ulting, and that's the key. So that you can retaliate and do a lot of damage. And after you survive her fart cloud and all that, then you can ult and kill her. But that's like, it's a pretty tough matchup. Like, for the most part, you want to get her low before you exit out of your tower range. Like, you want to stay near the tower until she's not at a healthy health range. But it's kind of difficult once she gets Gunblade. I don't have true vision of her, that's unfortunate. Oh wow, she's still alive. What the? Jesus. So much CC. I got her though. I'm so dead though. Wow, that was so much CC from the Janna, and the Galio stopped me from killing her, and she's actually super tanky. I didn't notice she actually has Zonias. I'm thinking there was actually one of two things I could have done when she was in the Zonias. I could either go and help my team, or I could stand there. If I help my team, the Akali will definitely go towards top lane and just run away. If I stood there, I guess I wasn't seeing that. She'll actually just ult to my team and kill my team. So it was actually a tough choice there. But those are things that you'll know, like, with experience, I guess, which is something that we discovered. Akali's way of thinking, you know, very different from regular champions that just Zonia's there. They'll probably run away after that. We're getting a Last Whisperer so that we can kill the Galio really quickly. Oops, that's the wrong item. Actually, we can get... That's actually okay. We can get a Black Cleaver. Never mind. We can get Black Cleaver. Just have to be careful of the Akali though. The Akali is our main threat. Everything else is okay. Everything else is manageable. So the plan right now is... Wait, does he need the red? Okay, he's a Master Yi. He's 8 and 3. He needs the red buff. We'll leave it towards him. So we're going to push this in. The Galio will respond, and then we'll rotate mid, because we're not going to kill the Galio when he's near a tower. Like, we have to... Yeah, it's not going to happen. So that's the thing about split pushing, is you want to push for someone to respond to you, and then after that you can either kill him under tower, or if you can't put any more pressure than that because he's camping under the tower, then you rotate somewhere else, whether it's mid or bot. But you just always keep pressure everywhere as much as you can. So there's an Akali there. Want to keep a close eye on her. I'm not keen on fighting Akali, even though she's one level behind, but she's Akali, and she just simply beats Tryndamere's. Okay, I have to get out. Yeah, I have to get out. Maybe that Ahri could do something. I'm not keen on staying around actually. I'm gonna go mid and hopefully help the MF, whoever's chasing MF. If not, I'm going to push mid. Yeah, so luckily our team cleaned up. Like, the Akali used her Shroud, she used... Okay, there's a ward there. Akali used her Shroud and used all her cooldowns, so... She was as good as dead. We can cut off this Galio, that's for sure. Always pay attention to teamfight while we're pushing, and, like, basically we did our part, but... Nice, we got the slow as well. Oh, that Alistar's dead. Rip. Man, Alistar's such a good support. Like, if you play support and you don't know how to carry... Just practice Alistar, go into normals, practice, get good at Alistar, maybe watch some pros play Alistar, because I feel like Alistar's just one of the best supports in the game right now. Like, he's so impactful. I hate it when the enemy picks Alistar, I love it when it's on our team. And same goes for Thresh, but that varies a lot with skill. Thresh is more like skill based, but I feel like Alistar is just as long as you have the knowledge, you'll be fine. Because Alistar, they dumbed down his WQ combo. They dumbed it down so it's very easy to execute. Like, go into a custom game and just try it once or twice. Once you get it down, you'll get it every single time, because all you have to do is press Q while the animation of you charging forward is in place, and it automatically use your Q when you reach the target. So that's something to know for people playing support that want to pick up Alistar. Definitely practice a few times. Don't just jump into normals like first time though. Like, definitely practice. Oh wait, back. Someone's teleporting, so we're not going to be able to kill that Akali instantly. She probably has Zonias as well. We're going to push top, and then at the same time we're gonna eye the team fight if anything happens. Okay, we can cut off the Akali. She's over here. Wait, she's down there? She's up there. Okay. I'm coming. Well, there's a lot of people. Get the Graves. There's Akali over there, but she's so far away. We might as well just slow these two, and this is looking pretty good. We'll get the Janna as well.
Fuck you, asshole.
There we go. Triple kill. Nice. Very good. So, we did our part. Our team also did well, so we're gonna win this one. Unlike the previous games that I've been having, really unfortunate, where we might be doing decent, we might be doing well. Actually, I didn't really play the laning phase that well, just off of the stupid dive that I did. Other than that, I think I did pretty alright. Like, you guys can take away everything except for my botched up dive. At like, what was it, level 2 or level 3? That one, I can definitely play that a lot better. Okay, so what you want to do, from what I've learned from me messing up that dive, is at level 2 or level 1, you go up to him and you pretend you want to auto him. You bait out his stun, so he's going to stun you, right? And then he's going to flash away or something like that. You just bait out the stun so the tower doesn't hit you, and then after he stuns you, then you can spin into him and then you can go for it, you know? And once you go for it, then he'll flash, you flash after him, it's a kill. Even if you die, it's okay, as long as he dies and misses those 2-3 waves of experience. That's the important thing. Oh, the Alistar doesn't want to come. So, we could do one of two things. We could keep pushing mid. Okay, Akali's down there, so we could actually force a Baron. I might be able to cut off the Graves. Okay, actually there's a Galio over here. Never mind. I'm going to go this way so it doesn't look like I'm going straight towards Baron. Oh, what the? I always fail that wall. That wall's so fat. And so is the Galio. Should be a Baron. Yeah, it's really low. There we go. Okay, what's our priority targets? Definitely the Kog'Maw. Definitely the Akali and the Graves. The Akali is so slippery though, it's really hard for me to kill Akali, especially in her Fart Cloud. Because of the patch, Pink Ward does not actually reveal her anymore, so she's really broken in that regard. Like, against the Tryndamere, I'd say. Maybe not against anything else, I don't know too much about any other matchups with Akali, but as a Tryndamere against Akali, it's very rough. Like, you have to play a very particular way, build a very particular way, which I already mentioned earlier. And you should be okay against Akali. Like, not great, but okay against her. But maybe late game, once you have your eye edge, which I strongly... Actually, I do not prefer eye edge against Akali just because you need the death dance. Which means you won't be able to kill her fast enough to actually make a difference with the way she one-shots you and forces you to ult right away. Maybe a Hex Drinker might be good against her, actually. Because the key is, you want her to use her Fart Cloud without you blowing ult. And once her Fart Cloud ends, that's when you are okay to ult. Okay. I'm gonna look at that Akali. I'll look at my health as well then. I'm getting really low. But the Akali is my main concern because she can one-shot me. I'm gonna ult because Akali. Okay, that's fine. Because when I'm standing there on top of a Fart Cloud, she could easily just use her Q, R, and auto and I'll instantly die. So, just have to be very careful of that. Otherwise, it's a fairly easy matchup against Galio. I hope you guys enjoyed and liked this episode. I think even though we messed up, we were still able to come back. So I think that's the most important part, is we're able to come back. So that means if you guys play your own game and, you know, it doesn't go if it doesn't go well or it goes great, you can still use what I'm doing here, if that makes sense. Anyways, thank you so much for watching to the very end, guys. I'll see you guys in the next episode. I might want to take one day break, I might not, so just stay tuned. I'll have perhaps one video uploaded tomorrow. I'll see you guys all next time. Cheers.